Are you noticing a shift in how you feel about your husband as the years go by? Do you sometimes wonder why the love that once felt so strong now seems strained, distant, or even frustrating? If so, you are not alone. Many women experience this change, and while it may be difficult to face, the reason behind it is actually quite practical. Marriage is a journey, not a destination. In the early years, love feels effortless. Passion, excitement, and a deep emotional connection fuel the relationship. But as life unfolds, responsibilities increase. Careers demand attention. Children need care. Financial pressures rise. Over time, the dynamics of a relationship shift, and what was once a partnership filled with romance and understanding can start to feel like an arrangement of convenience, obligation, or even resentment. Women often take on the role of caretakers, nurturing, supporting, and sacrificing. But what happens when years of giving go unnoticed or unappreciated? What happens when emotional needs are neglected? Many women find themselves feeling unheard, unseen, and unvalued. And when those feelings build up, they manifest as frustration, distance, and even dislike toward their husbands. It's not about falling out of love, it's about unmet needs. Communication that once flowed easily becomes strained or non-existent. Small disappointments turn into deep wounds. The man who once felt like a best friend and protector now feels like a distant roommate. And in many cases, women realize they've changed while their husbands have remained the same, stuck in old patterns that no longer serve the relationship. So what happens if this is ignored? The emotional gap widens. Resentment sets in. Arguments become frequent. Or worse, silence takes over. Some women choose to stay, feeling trapped in a relationship that no longer brings them joy. Others decide to leave, seeking the emotional fulfillment they no longer find at home. But the most important thing to understand is that this doesn't have to be the end of the road. Change is possible. Healing is possible. A stronger, healthier relationship is possible if action is taken. The first step is awareness, recognizing that these feelings are not random, but rather a response to deep emotional needs that have gone unmet. The second step is communication. Honest, open, vulnerable conversations that allow both partners to express their feelings without judgment or defensiveness. The third step is action. Both partners must be willing to invest in the relationship, to make changes, to prioritize connection over convenience. Rebuilding and maintaining a strong relationship, especially as time passes, requires conscious effort, mutual understanding, and a willingness to grow together. As people age and circumstances change, what once worked in a relationship may no longer be enough. This is why setting aside intentional time for meaningful conversations becomes crucial. Simply living under the same roof is not the same as truly engaging with each other. Meaningful conversations go beyond discussing daily tasks or obligations. They involve sharing hopes, fears, frustrations, and dreams. They create emotional intimacy, which can be lost over the years due to routine, responsibilities, or even unspoken resentments. One way to rekindle this connection is by going on dates again. Many couples mistakenly believe that dating is something only done in the early stages of a relationship. But that is far from the truth. Setting time aside to enjoy each other's company, free from distractions, can bring back the excitement and closeness that may have faded. It doesn't have to be extravagant. A simple walk together, a favorite meal at a restaurant, or even a quiet evening at home with meaningful conversation can reignite the bond. The key is to be present with one another, to make each other feel valued and appreciated. For some couples, unresolved conflicts or emotional distance may have built up over the years, making it difficult to reconnect. In such cases, seeking counseling can be a powerful step. Many people hesitate to seek professional help because they fear judgment or believe their problems are not severe enough. However, counseling is not just for struggling relationships. It is a tool for strengthening communication, resolving misunderstandings, and learning how to support each other in more meaningful ways. A skilled therapist can provide insights into patterns of behavior that may be causing friction and guide couples toward healthier ways of interacting. Another crucial aspect of a thriving relationship is the balance of household responsibilities. Over time, it is common for one partner to take on a disproportionate amount of work, whether it be managing finances, household chores, or emotional labor. This imbalance can lead to resentment if one person feels overburdened while the other remains unaware or uninvolved. Reevaluating household responsibilities means having honest discussions about what is fair, what each partner needs, and how both can contribute in ways that feel equitable. It requires recognizing that both partners have evolved over time, and their needs and capacities may have changed. What was once an acceptable division of labor may no longer work, and adjusting to these changes is necessary to maintain harmony. Ultimately, relationships require rediscovery. People are not static beings. They grow, change, and develop new interests, perspectives, and desires. A couple that has been together for decades is not the same couple they were when they first met. This is why it is essential to keep learning about each other what excites, inspires, and motivates your partner now, not just in the past. By remaining curious and engaged, partners can continue to find new reasons to appreciate and love each other. The key is to acknowledge that growth is natural and that a strong relationship is built on the willingness to grow together rather than apart. Couples who are struggling in their relationship, offering both empathy and hope. It acknowledges the reality that many couples experience periods of disconnection, frustration, and uncertainty about the future of their partnership. Rather than minimizing these struggles, it validates them, making it clear that such difficulties are not uncommon. The message then shifts to encouragement, emphasizing that those who are willing to invest effort in understanding and change can not only repair their relationship, but also make it even stronger than before. This suggests that growth is possible, even from a place of hardship, and that a relationship can evolve into something more resilient and fulfilling. A crucial point in the passage is the distinction between returning to the past and moving forward. It reassures couples that the goal is not to revert to how things used to be, which may no longer be possible or even desirable. Instead, the focus is on embracing the present who each person has become and learning to grow together in a way that strengthens their bond. This acknowledges that individuals change over time and that relationships must adapt to these changes rather than resist them. Ultimately, the passage offers a perspective of hope, growth, and renewal. It suggests that while challenges in relationships are inevitable, they can lead to deeper understanding and connection when approached with commitment and a willingness to evolve together. If you've made it this far, I want you to take a moment to reflect. Have you felt unseen in your relationship? Do you long for the connection you once had? If so, you have the power to take the first step. Talk to your husband. Express your needs. Take action. Small changes can lead to big transformations. And your happiness, your fulfillment matters. Acknowledgement and reflection. If you've made it this far, I want you to take a moment to reflect. This opening line acknowledges the reader's engagement with the content up to this point, reinforcing that they are already invested in the discussion. By prompting reflection, it invites introspection, encouraging the reader to evaluate their emotional state and relationship dynamics. Identifying the problem. Have you felt unseen in your relationship? The word unseen is powerful. It conveys more than just a lack of attention. It implies emotional neglect, loneliness, and perhaps even a loss of identity within the relationship. This question makes the issue personal and relatable, allowing the reader to connect deeply with their own experiences. Highlighting desire for connection. Do you long for the connection you once had? This line appeals to nostalgia, reminding the reader of past emotional closeness and intimacy. It subtly suggests that a meaningful bond once existed but may have faded over time. The use of long for emphasizes the emotional weight of this yearning, making it clear that this is a common and deeply felt experience. Empowering the reader. If so, you have the power to take the first step. This statement shifts the focus from passive longing to active change. It reassures the reader that they are not helpless, rather, they hold the power to improve their situation. The phrase "first step" implies that even a small action can be the beginning of something transformative. Encouraging communication. Talk to your husband. Express your needs. These direct, actionable instructions remove ambiguity. Instead of leaving the reader wondering how to proceed, the passage explicitly encourages open communication. Express your needs is particularly significant, as it emphasizes self-advocacy, voicing one's feelings, desires, and expectations in a relationship rather than suppressing them. The power of small changes. Take action. Small changes can lead to big transformations. This line reinforces the idea that improvement does not require drastic measures. The emphasis on small changes reassures the reader that even minor adjustments in communication, effort, or perspective can significantly enhance the relationship over time. It introduces hope by illustrating that transformation is gradual and attainable, validating the reader's worth and your happiness. Your fulfillment matters. The final statement serves as a powerful affirmation. It reassures the reader that their emotions and needs are important. Often, individuals in struggling relationships may feel guilty or selfish for prioritizing their happiness. But this line validates their right to seek fulfillment. By ending on this note, the passage leaves the reader with a sense of empowerment, self-worth, and encouragement to take meaningful action. Overall tone and effect. Empathetic. The passage acknowledges emotional struggles with warmth and understanding. Encouraging. It provides hope and practical steps rather than dwelling on negativity. Empowering. It emphasizes personal agency and the power to create change. Motivational. Inspires action and reinforces self-worth. In essence, this passage is a compelling call for self-reflection, communication, and proactive effort in rekindling emotional connections in a relationship. It reassures the reader that they are seen, their emotions are valid, and they have the power to create positive change. Like all aspects of life, require continuous reflection, open communication, and intentional effort to maintain and nurture emotional bonds. It speaks to individuals who may be feeling distant from their partner, unsure about the state of their relationship, or longing to rekindle the connection that once felt effortless. At its core, this message is a call for self-reflection, the idea that before seeking change externally, one must first examine their own emotions, behaviors, and patterns in the relationship. It encourages individuals to take a step back and assess what has changed, what they desire, and what role they may have played in the current dynamic. Self-reflection fosters self-awareness, which is crucial in understanding personal needs, unspoken expectations, and areas for improvement. It also helps in identifying whether external stressors, unresolved conflicts, or routine complacency have contributed to the emotional distance. By looking inward, one gains clarity and a sense of empowerment over their own actions and responses, rather than feeling helpless or resigned to an unfulfilling relationship. The passage also underscores the importance of communication. a cornerstone of any healthy and thriving relationship. It reassures the reader that their feelings are valid, meaning that their frustrations, disappointments, or longing for deeper emotional connection are real and deserving of acknowledgement. Often, people in long-term relationships suppress their emotions, fearing conflict or assuming that their partner should automatically understand their needs. However, open and honest dialogue is the only way to bridge emotional gaps. By encouraging communication, the passage invites individuals to express their thoughts and feelings in a constructive manner, whether that means addressing unresolved issues, sharing vulnerabilities, or simply reconnecting through meaningful conversations. Beyond self-reflection and communication, the passage promotes proactive effort, a reminder that relationships do not thrive on autopilot. The early stages of love are often fueled by passion, novelty, and spontaneity. But over time, routines, responsibilities, and external pressures can take precedence, leading to emotional stagnation. This message serves as a wake-up call, urging individuals to take action rather than waiting for things to improve on their own. It emphasizes that emotional connection must be actively cultivated through small, consistent gestures of love, kindness, and appreciation, whether it's through acts of service, quality time, physical affection, or words of affirmation. Making a conscious effort to prioritize the relationship can reignite the emotional spark that may have faded. Perhaps most importantly, this passage offers reassurance and hope. It acknowledges that emotional distance is a natural part of many relationships and that struggling with connection does not mean failure. Instead of fostering guilt or despair, it reassures the reader that they are seen, that their struggles are understood, and that they are not alone in their experiences. By validating their emotions, it removes the fear of being misunderstood or judged, encouraging them to take positive steps with confidence. Ultimately, the passage is an empowering call to action. It reinforces the idea that love is not just something that happens to us, but something we actively participate in and shape through our choices and efforts. Rather than accepting emotional disconnection as an inevitable fate, it inspires individuals to reclaim their power in strengthening their relationship, fostering deeper understanding, and creating a more fulfilling emotional bond. Like this video, if you found value in it, I work tirelessly to bring you content that can change lives. Subscribe to this channel and comment your age below. I'll personally reply with advice tailored to your journey. Remember, love isn't about avoiding challenges. It's about facing them together. And if you're willing to fight for your happiness, you will find the strength to create the relationship you truly deserve. Let's break it down in full detail. 1. Encouraging engagement, like this video if you found value in it. This statement is designed to prompt viewer interaction. It subtly reinforces the idea that the video contains valuable insights. Viewers who agree will be more inclined to like the video, boosting engagement and algorithm visibility. 2. Personal effort and dedication. I work tirelessly to bring you content that can change lives. This sentence builds credibility and trust by emphasizing the creator's hard work. It suggests that the content is not just for entertainment, but has the power to transform lives. The phrase "change lives" appeals to emotions, making the audience feel they are part of something meaningful. 3. Call to subscribe. Subscribe to this channel. This is a direct invitation to join the community. It implies that future content will be equally valuable, giving viewers a reason to stay connected. 4. Encouraging comment interaction. And comment your age below. I'll personally reply with advice tailored to your journey. This is an interactive and personalized approach. Asking for the viewer's age creates a sense of inclusion and relevance. The promise of a personal reply increases engagement and fosters a deeper connection between the creator and the audience. Viewers are more likely to participate because they feel they will receive customized guidance. 5. Relationship wisdom. Remember, love isn't about avoiding challenges. It's about facing them together. This line delivers a core relationship lesson. It acknowledges the reality of struggles in relationships while promoting teamwork and perseverance. The phrasing is motivational and aligns with the theme of growth and resilience. 6. Empowering the audience. And if you're willing to fight for your happiness, you will find the strength to create the relationship you truly deserve. This is a final, emotionally charged call to action. It shifts responsibility to the viewer, empowering them to take control of their happiness. Fight for your happiness reinforces the idea that effort and commitment lead to success. The relationship you truly deserve appeals to a deep desire for fulfillment and love. Overall impact. The structure of the text effectively combines engagement, credibility, interaction, wisdom, and empowerment. It ensures that viewers not only absorb the message, but feel compelled to take action. By making the audience feel valued and personally connected, increases loyalty and encourages further interaction. This approach is particularly effective for content creators in self-improvement, relationships, and motivation niches.